managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with. And really, that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for Miami, Chris Paddock. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
He's got it. One up, one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. Now, Rock the Dude. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Out number 2. Now it's the shortstop, Taddy Diddy. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Oh, that got him in the head.
That got him. First base.
That's not good.
That is it. The left fielder, Adam Whitaker.
This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it. And that'll do it. So they strand a pair. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Today's starting pitcher, Anthony Kay. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Jacob Marcy leading things off and takes a strike. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And they put the tag on him for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Gets it to first. There to beat him by an eyelash. Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another look, no doubt. But after seeing these replays, I just think they're going to stay with the original call, just not seeing enough to overturn it.
Here's the decision now, and he is out. So they lose the challenge, and they won't have any more the rest of the way.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of outs at first base.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby. Gets the bunt down the right side, Pickett. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out inning. Back here in Miami, top of the 2nd, Chris Daddy getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump ahead in the 2nd. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Hit on the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that she actually beat the throw. So it's turned out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and she's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think she'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Colton Pickett, the next to hit. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A three-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Nice grab. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now it's the power speed combo. Big Daddy Fatty. To the right side, Paulie. Takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But two-round trippers in this inning, the long bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first. One pitch and one out. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Digging in. Taddy Diddy. First offering way inside. Almost got him.
Nope. Outside.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and a foul ball. Paddock making his first start of the year. He joined the team as a free agent. There's a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Nashville, the left fielder, Adam Whitaker.
Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
On the ground, could be 2. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Emily Bagley. And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard. One for one with a single and a run scored so far. This one smoked on its way out out of here. Her first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of her life. She's got to be floating around the bases right now.
She'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as she should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if she's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, she doesn't have to wonder anymore. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the two-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
So 2 down at the plate. Brock the dude. On the ground. Lopez throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 9-0. Back here in Miami as we go to the last of the third.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
Stepping in, Jared Cerna. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Hard hit left side. He's retired 7 in a row.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Looking for his first big league hit right here. Just missed.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
In the air to left center. Bagley gets under it. That is the inning. Back here in Miami, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Adam Whitaker. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Lopez for 1. Over the first, safe.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap. A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That's outside.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Now pitching for the
Max
Marlins.
Meyer is forced to the mound after the injury. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here is Emily Bagley. What a stop. Over to first. Got her. Nice play. into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. You know,
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. The tag.
Hey!
The batter, number 5.
2 on with 1 out. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Christopher Morel. Pulls it down, and they're 2 away. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Nicky Berger. Trying to bunt her way on. And that's just foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting for the Storm, the designated hitter, Brooks Baldwin.
And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, great stop. There's one.
It's it out.
On to first,
He's
safe.
safe.
So they get one, but a really nice try there. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Colton Pickett. Morel. Here's Lopez for one. Over to first, but he beats it. 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Austin Slater. Out to short, Diddy. Fires over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Popped up. Berger takes it in for the out. 2 away now. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue. Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Next pitch is downstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
So 2 on with 2 away. And at the plate for Miami, Joe Matt. Oh, right to the backstop. Nothing happening on the bases, though. His teammates are not happy. They're barking from the third base dugout after seeing that pitch. And now both teams are being warned.
Well, they're just sticking up for their teammate right here and didn't like the way that one looked. But with the warning to both sides, every pitcher in this game is going to have to be careful working.
Oh, that got him. He's probably going to get tossed here. The home plate umpire is out, and yes, he's been ejected.
Well, they must have known he was getting thrown out after a warning had already been issued, and there's no questioning this decision.
Jonathan Cannon gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Marlins. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So up next, Big Daddy Fatty. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Hey!
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one.
The throw to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's a big power threat. Adam Whitaker. Ground ball right side. Morrell throws to first in time. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the sixth inning, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Drilled in the air out towards right center. One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the sixth. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, going for three. The throw to third, and he's out trying for three. Here's the second baseman, Christopher Morrell. In the air, center field. Bagley should have this one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Foul ball there. 0-1 down. Up the middle. Runner at first with one gone. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. New pitcher for the Marlins, Ryan Gusto.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Bagley leads off first with one away. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If she's willing to let...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. His second of the year, and they boost their lead. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job.
Over to first, and that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Austin Slater. Here's a high chopper. And that one handled. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. On the ground, right side. Berger. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 6.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Berger under this one. And that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here's the catcher, Brock the Dude. Trying to bunt his way on. Picks it up with the bare hand, and it beats him. What a play.
He was out early today working on that very play.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Taddy Diddy. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That's out number 2. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Paulie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Marlins, Jared Cerna.
You know, these Marlins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive.
They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Tosses to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And that one hammered. That's back there. Just missed it.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but sometimes hitters fall into the trap of being overconfident, thinking they can hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes.
Play made, that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Emily Bagley. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Paulie. They put the tag on her, and that's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Brooks Baldwin. There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. Gone way up into the upper deck. Another homer. His 2nd homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 13-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
In the air, right field. Slater in position. He's got it, and that is that.
You don't want to be up all on the sideline, meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle. Okay.
Bottom of the 9th. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. That's in there. 0-1. Manager out of the dugout.
Number 99.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And that's a 1-out single. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Whitaker under it. 2 down. For 3 with 3 groundouts.
Hey!
Norby, the runner at first with 2 gone. They're down to their final strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it be.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
Final score.
Hop in.